Hello, my name is Daniel Soto, and I'm going to be talking about globalization. In this video, we will cover the definition of globalization, what drives globalization, its impacts, and some of its pros and cons. The world is becoming more and more interconnected. Never has there been such an intense connection between international trade, communication, and politics as there is now. According to Thomas Friedman, globalization has been described as nation-states reaching each other deeper and cheaper than ever before. And on the YouTube video Globalization, it indicated the word itself is a usually used term. In our textbook, the definition of globalization is a trend toward greater economic, cultural, political, and technological interdependence among national institutions and economies. Culturally, we are living in a more unified world where we are consuming the same global products, although we live in different parts of the world. Drivers. The two known forces that drive globalization are falling barriers to trade and investment and technological innovation. Fallen barriers to trade and investment made history when the 23 leaders of the nations developed the General Act on Tariffs and Trade, aka GATT. It was a treaty established to reduce taxes on traded goods and set a limit on the quantity one was allowed to import. GATT worked greatly early in its lifespan, but as time passed, the trade had grown more than 20 times larger and tariffs dropped dramatically. A major downfall with GATT was it lacked the power to enforce world trade rules. That is where World Trade Organization came into play. World Trade Organization had three main goals. These goals were to maintain trade flow, negotiate market openings, and settle all disputes. If one failed to abide by the guidelines, you could face fines and penalties. Regional parts work together with World Trade Organization, which have boosted world trade and cross-border tremendously. Over a 10-year period, the growth has grown significantly positive. Technological innovation has advanced the global markets. Technology has made it cheaper, easier, and faster to move data and products around the world. We can look at email, video conferencing, the internet, intranets, and extranets, and technological advancements that have accelerated globalization. Email has made it easier for partners to communicate around the world, especially because of the different time zones, making the tool an indispensable tool. It keeps parties who are involved with operations connected by the stroke of a key, and it allows for responses in a timely manner. Video conferencing has also become another driver that helps members of corporations from across the states and world meet face-to-face through technology. It helps reduce the cost of pay for flights and travel. The internet has helped companies achieve strategic goals, align forecasting of the company, check on sales, review production runs, and communicate with suppliers. Something that companies now capitalize on is the elimination of the middleman. The internet supplies companies with personal databases that allow the same company with different branch locations to apply and test best practices of other branch locations. Extranets give distributors and suppliers access to a company's database to place and restock products electronically. Advancements in transportation technologies has made the shipping industry more efficient and dependable. On a cargo ship, it is now safer and simpler to ship items due to the use of GPS, Global Positioning System. The GPS is also combined with the radio frequency identification, which allows continuous tracking of a container, just like UPS allows you to track a package. Globalization impacts are identified as jobs, wages, labor, the environment, and markets. Even though some people viewed globalization as a loss in all impacts, globalization has actually impacted the GDP positively and has helped countries. Countries select areas Companies select areas with strict environmental safety codes to produce their product. Globalization has helped increase markets and have chosen specific areas because the company might also want to expand in that country. There might have been some lost jobs in between, but most of globalization has been a positive impact on the world. Some of the pros according to Globalization Video have direct investment, which has increased substantially since the 1970s from 13 billion to over 1.8 trillion. Multinational corporations are looking for new markets with cheap production and low wages. But the con is that some companies look for soft environmental regulations. Another pro is multinational corporations have grown to more than 65,000 as compared to 7,000. Some cons. Groups opposed to globalization and blame it for the eroding standards and ruining ways of life. Africa has also experienced globalization, which has been a mixed after being open to trade. Not all countries have been successful through globalization. Also, another con is that lost jobs and the recovery when the job is given to other countries. Globalization is advancing and progressing faster than we think. Our world is being unified as we continue to branch out and expand across the world. Thank you.